But g'day, and welcome to the 36th episode of Technical Difficulties, a podcast where we sometimes play D&D, and sometimes
Welcome.
OBS works properly. Sometimes. Sometimes. But we are here, and this is probably the last episode of the podcast because this campaign is finished, more or less. But carrying on with the episode at hand, last we left off, the party had escaped from their conversation with the dragon intact. Got some information, told the dragon all it wanted to know. However, they left the ruins of Thunder Tree in seemingly a good, pretty cheerful mood, talking about some of their past adventures and whatnot, until they rest for the night and they're having a chill time, and then bam. It appears Venomfang had followed them, or at least tracked them down, and attacked in the middle of the night. A fierce battle was had. Some good tactics and some less good tactics of climbing on dragons, and everyone was brought pretty hurt throughout most of the fight, but the party did eventually, at least seemingly, get the upper hand, in which Venomfang took his opportunity to retreat, while the cleric picked up Volk and Kakari, and they then finished off the rest of the cultists that had also accompanied the dragon in his assault. Apparently, trying to get some information about from the last one before he too perished in a violent moonbeam. And then we head back in to the party, kind of taking this moment, still able to vaguely see the silhouette of Venomfang disappear into the distance of the slightly cloudy, moonlit sky, and see his shadow get smaller and further.
This brings me to the biggest question I've had on my mind for the whole week, and I only just remembered now, and like an hour ago. What direction did he fly in?
From your position, he flew north. He's flying north.
That'd be northeastish.
Is that the direction of the town?
It is not. It's the opposite
Oh,
direction
fuck.
to the town.
Yeah, that's back to
His little...
yeah, that's back to the fucking town thing called again.
Thunder Tree.
That's
Yeah.
Oh, you said it.
Yeah, I did.
Fucking intro. My bad.
It's alright, it happens.
Oh, good. I was concerned that he would have been really pissed and just decided to instead burn down the town before we get there.
But he was pissed and hurt, so I don't think he wants to get shot at by anybody.
Yeah, you could tell that he was pretty hurt and probably
He was
wasn't
very
really
close to
like,
the
"Well,
death.
fuck it, let's go take on a town. I'm a perfect house to do that now.
From what I can tell, he can't burn down a town, he can only stink it up.
Uh-oh, stinky.
No, I'm not getting that as a sound body. That's definitely not doing that. Anyway.
All good. Good. That was one of my big concerns. Alrighty.
What do now, friendlings?
Jesus, what the heck? I thought we were going to be friends. What? I'm never going to trust dragons again. What the hell?
This is your same relationship with the dwarves as well.
Dwarves? Dwarves just backstab you, okay? Remember how many times we got stabbed by what we thought was a dwarf, but it ended up being a mimic? Well, if it was an actual dwarf, it would have been worse.
But technically, then you didn't get backstabbed by a dwarf, you got backstabbed by a mimic.
I'm saying that dwarves are worse.
Wait,
What
hold
do you...
on.
Okay.
They get on my nerves, okay?
Well, they can't get too much on your nerves, they're not very tall.
They can gnaw at your legs.
you can't kick them very far because they can be heavy if they wear good armor. Anyway, I don't think I'd be in a joking mood, to be honest. Kakari'd probably be still pretty pissed. Yeah, I'd probably like spit a wad of blood out of my mouth or something from when I died a little bit, and like say,
Oh yeah, I died like twice.
yeah, you did too. That's right.
Just a little bit of unconsciousness.
Just a
Just a
little
bit.
bit of.
Damn, I don't know how you guys are so used to that. I feel like shit.
I feel like every fight we get into, I just fall over to the ground. I don't like this.
I usually my secret is to stay the fuck out the way. I couldn't this time. Thank you. I'll say to Soth. I'm very grateful for you picking me back up.
Oh, not a problem. I'm amazed we survived.
I did have a plan, but I got too angry and I did not follow my plan. I kept getting frustrated I couldn't hit it, so I used a very high level powered moonbeam on it when I really should have waited. In case he cowered out like that, then I could have sent a couple more eagles after him to finish him off. But oh well.
Well, we finished the cultist, and he's gone running away like a coward. Do you reckon we have? Do you reckon we're safe to finish the rest of our rest here, or should we move?
Well, he would have to also rest. I don't imagine him, like, coming back before we're done. I don't really know if dragons can have a shorter rest than, I don't know, you guys, or me, and they need half.
I have no idea.
I don't know that much about dragons, unfortunately. The most dangerous thing in the forest was this time a rabid squirrel came and chewed someone's nuts. And I don't mean their food.
Sure wasn't a rabbit.
With great big pointy gnashed teeth.
I'm going to examine the cultist bodies and see if I can, if there was anything interesting on them.
Make an investigation check.
Yeah, average. 15.
15. Having a look over the bodies of the cultists, you don't find anything really interesting. Oddly, they don't actually have any like coin or gems or anything of value on them. They are all draped in these long black robes. They have these masks which have like sort of like a beak at the front, and then the horns protrude towards the back, like kind of almost wrapping around the back of their head. They do each have a scimitar and also a light crossbow.
Interesting. Can I take one set of robe and a nice, like, non-damaged mask of one of them?
Yep. Yeah, a couple of them have been slashed in like the face area, so the masks, but you're able to find in total probably 2 well-kept masks and one kind of okay. One of the horns has been chipped and broken off.
I'll take 2 masks and 1 robe, like black dark robe, of one of them.
Easy enough. The robes are nice because they're nice and dark, and that covers up the blood.
Cool. Is there any robes left for me to grab?
Yep, there is 5 more bodies, all
Okay,
wrapped
cool.
in the same kind of robe.
Actually, I'll probably roll investigation, see if I can see anything cool. Hey, I got 18.
You don't find anything additional.
No, I didn't think I would, but I don't know. I can take the cracked mask and I can just use a very, very powerful, the top of the range, most powerful cantrip possible, mending, and fix it.
Alright, and as you do, the edges of the crack in the mask kind of start to weave their way out, kind of like the threads of fabric, and begins to knit itself together in its into its full form, unbroken, undamaged.
Ah, yes. I like kind of rub it with my sleeve. Or, I don't know if I have sleeves, but I'll rub it with a piece of cloth to get a bit of dirt off. I'm like, ah, yes, perfect.
Such powerful cantrip.
Very powerful cantrip's the most powerful cantrip I have. I mean, it's better than Shilligath.
Shilligath is really good in the right circumstance.
Yeah.
Is it shillelagh?
Yeah, shillelagh, shilligath.
Here we go.
It's something.
I laugh.
I googled it. I googled it
Shalalala.
once, so I think it's like a Irish or Scottish word.
I don't know, whoever invented it should try to say Manjigooder up.
Really?
Awesome.
But yeah, you guys are left here, surrounded by a campfire, which has dwindled throughout the night and also the battle. The corpses, you're able to gather whatever you like from the corpses, and you're there. It's the nightlife has come back into audible territory, and you can hear the owls and whatever insects lay nearby.
Owls still do not provide me any comfort.
Are the owls saying anything? I probably wouldn't have written that down, but like anything like, oh, the dragon's far away now.
Nope, they're like, what the fuck was that? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's actually perfectly timed with the thing.
Yeah, that was perfect.
And the one's like, did you get any good grub? They're all like, no. Haven't found anything yet.
The curse of Kokari, having to listen to all this shit every single night.
But you do hear a lot of bugs go, hey, you wanna fuck? And the bugs go like, yeah, right.
They all just have gruff voices, so you hear it's
Yeah.
If you think you have a bad eye, I have to listen to bug sex.
There's not squeaky voices, just like gruff voice.
Yeah, gruff.
Like Midland
deep
bogans.
voices.
What you want to root?
They're all Australian ants.
Yeah, Australian ants.
Alright then, are we gonna try to rest up?
I'd say it's better than moving out, because none of us are at any fighting strength. I'm at fighting strength-ish, but not really.
Lutheran kind of steps into the light and goes, I am not. These guys really hurt. Oh, and kind of
Well, you
reaches
dodged
up to
most.
his...
You dodged most of them.
I did, and he reaches up to his shoulder where there's still a crossbow bolt kind of protruding and rips it out of his arms. Fuck. Ow. Ow.
I can probably use one of my medical things to like bandage him up. Don't think it would do much, but yeah.
He did nothing. He goes, sorry, I've got enough to do myself, but thank you. And he kind of sits down in his sleeping bag, which has been like tousled and thrown to the side, but kind of shakes it off and sits on it. He goes, you guys, you think he's going to come back?
I'd say we have enough time. And if he does come back, we just have to fight him again.
Yeah, he'll probably come back, but not anytime soon, I reckon.
I'll fry his ass if he comes here before he manages to fully recover.
I won't jump on his back again, and I'll let you moonbeam with that powerful cantrip.
He managed to evade it.
Stop following me. Just keep moving it.
What?
Yeah. I wish I could use it as a reaction to just move the moonbeam.
Oh, it has a height, does it? Does the moonbeam have a height?
It
does.
it
40-foot
does?
cylinder.
I think it's...
Okay.
What I was planning to do before he fucked off, but unfortunately it was his turn before mine, is I could have cast Moonbeam again, actually. Not at 3rd level, but... Because I can summon it 120 feet, so even though he's 80 feet in front, ahead, as long as I knew his general direction, I could probably get him.
And then move it down, is what you're telling me. If he does fly down.
Yeah, just... I think I got it wrong, just like shift it over a little bit, like Battleship, but with a dragon. But now he's too far now, I wouldn't be able to hit him. Game.
Okay.
Unfortunate. Perhaps next time.
Load
If there is a
shotgun.
next time.
Shame.
Whose watch was it?
Well, I was in the middle of my watch. I can continue it.
Well, I think Lothran or Soth was going to take the 3rd as well.
Oh.
Alright, well, I'm heading to bed then. Good night.
We're only getting a short rest though, aren't we?
You'd be able to take a long rest. At this point, it's probably roundabout.
Sleep in.
Yeah, you could sleep in. But that's up to you guys if you want to cut the long rest short and just take a short rest so you can move earlier, or
I think
sleep
we're
in for your
gonna.
long rest.
I think we're gonna need all the battle points we can.
We'll get a
Battle points.
Battle points.
Battle points.
we'll do a long rest, but I only need half, so I can just try and be extra vigilant when I wake up.
What? You're doing a long rest, though, right?
Yeah, but like I only need 4 hours instead of 8, like you guys.
Oh yeah.
Elf.
Alright.
Elven abilities, Lothar goes, yeah, I can too. But I think
It's
I'm
a
going to get a
cantrip.
couple extra Z's.
Well, I will say for sure, I love and enjoy and also need my sleep, so good night.
Alrighty. As you guys settle into the rest of your sleep and the rest. Oh, actually, Soth, you took the first watch, so I think Lothar was going to take third.
Okay.
Yeah, Lothar settles into his rest. Kikara, make a perception check.
Oh, yeah, I won't press the long rest button yet.
I got 13.
13? Alright.
bad.
The rest of your watch goes pretty uneventful. The only thing you can really pick up is the sound of insects trying to get laid.
Yeah. Cool.
But your your watch does come to an end.
I'll
You're
take
able
this
to-
as one thing to learn about D&D. Sometimes it's good to be listening to the insects get laid because it means a dragon ain't about to try and kill you.
Yes.
And then, your watch comes to a close, and you're able to swap out with Lothran, who rolls not bad. He gets a 17 for his watch, so he just kind of chills out. He can't understand the insects and animals, but he feels at peace for the most part. Still sore, half in his meditative stance to regain his own energies, but a little bit past dawn, so about 8 o'clock or so. Dawn's probably about 6. A couple hours past that, so around about 8, the rest of you come to consciousness and finish your long rest, gaining all its benefits and everything good.
Wait, He probably had a peaceful night because he wasn't listening to like insects get laid.
Probably.
Alright, so we all got a long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a long rest.
Awesome. I have HP to waste again.
Yeah.
No, to use. Not
Dawn does come with that issue. Well, not quite dawn comes with that issue, but your morning and awakening rituals come with that issue. And yeah, you're there around at this point, unless you've been stoking at more the embers of your campfire, refreshed as you can be. But yeah, like you said, with more HP to waste.
Yeah.
Since I get up, I'm just gonna go over here and grab my hand axe and walk back.
All right.
Oh
easy
yeah,
enough.
I'm grabbing my shield that I dropped and everything.
Damn, I didn't have an opportunity to use the ornate dagger. Lawrence's dagger.
Well, I had fun with the my spell, my cantrip. Would you say?
You used a cantrip?
I love how we
Oh,
just
s-
continue this joke. Like we don't tell him.
You saw the that radiant light come from somewhere, didn't you?
Oh, the light from the dragon? That was you?
Yeah.
That's impressive cantrip. It almost blinded me, I almost fell off.
That was his devotion of Ukma.
Look, give me power against
Wait,
the dragon.
your shield doesn't normally shine that bright.
That wasn't my shield.
I didn't see it from where I was.
I mean, the only thing you could see was scales in your face. I mean, I saw poison breath right in my face. Man, that guy needs to get some dental work. No wonder his breath
Hey.
stinks.
Tell you what, I'm never going to get that smell out of my nose.
Or your fur.
Ooh.
There are no
Cool.
cantrips powerful enough to get that out.
Don't say that.
I kind of like laugh.
As you
So
all
we heading,
sheds laugh
we
in the
heading
morning.
back to Phandelver?
Yeah, we'll continue. We can tell them that we kind of kicked his ass pretty easily. He should be
just wanna-
fine.
I just want to let you DM know that for the rest of our trip, I'm going to be keeping a nose out for the wrench and smell that's always around that dragon. You know, the acridy smell.
Well, the smell itself doesn't follow the dragon.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
It's only if he's stayed in an area for a
Yeah,
while.
that makes sense.
Unfortunately.
That makes sense. Okay.
Also,
Still, I'm
because you
sniffing.
took
But
a whole
you do
face
keep
full of breath.
a nose out.
Sorry, Kikari?
I was gonna say, because you took a like Nickelodeon splash of poison breath. If you tried to keep a nose out specifically for that smell, you're just gonna smell yourself the whole time.
Yes.
He's here.
It's like, guys, I think he's around here.
I think he's close.
It's
Like, inside me, close.
Oh god. No, I'll try keep an ear out. Not long enough.
it's
try
like one of
listen for
those
flaps.
things where you're walking and like the wind's pushing like the smell away, but as soon as I stop, like it wafts in front of me.
Yep. It's you're gonna need like a long, deep bath and one of those hot springs to
One of those
That's so good.
tomato soup ones, like people do to get rid of skunk smell.
I'll be back in just 2 seconds. I would be long, sorry.
all
What's
good,
that?
all good.
We'll start heading towards Phandalin.
towards Phandalin. Alright, go for the map change. All good. Sorry, I'm just gonna get the camera. There we go. So you guys, start your way back towards Phandalin, continuing your trip south. You are
We go.
today
We're going
the
back.
overhead clouds that were around you in the night have either passed on or thinned out to just thin slivers of clouds. So it's a pretty clear, sun shining brightly day. The fresh air blowing kind of helps alleviate some of the leftover pungent stench of the dragon's breath attack. And you pass by the Neverwinter Wood to your left as you travel south towards Phandalin. The day proceeds uneventful. You feel that most of the animal life is kind of, while you feel that you can't smell the stench so much, you get the slight feeling that any animal life around you that has slightly more sensitive senses is kind of keeping a bit of a wide berth.
I wouldn't even say senses. I think we've gotten used to it, honestly.
Yeah.
We're like, do I stink? Yes. Do I know? No.
Almost always, yes. But you do head south. Before the day is done, you do hit the Tribord Trail again at pretty close to the T-junction, which heads east and west, and then south again towards Phandalin. As you hit it, dusk is falling. You can either camp out for another night or push forward to hit Phandalin. A couple hours into the night, probably about 9-10. Or you can camp out for another night and head back in the morning.
What do you guys reckon? You reckon we should do an all-nighter?
Did you fucking lean into the fucking microphone?
There's a lot of noise going on behind me. I'm sorry.
I mean, we could probably just
you want to do
push
an
through and then
all-nighter?
instead of camping on the floor, we could camp in the tavern. Up to you guys. I don't mind.
I mean, I do like a nice comfy bed.
Yeah, we can do it all nighter. Let's get it.
Oh no. Alrighty. So carrying on, walking the road at night, the air changes from the warm summer day to the. It's okay. It's a little chilly at times when the nice kind of cool breeze blows by, but the night is also fairly peaceful. A little bit of cloud cover starts to come back in overhead. Nothing too threatening of rain, and probably about 11, 12, you do finally reach Phandelver, seeing the outer neglected buildings that no one really resides in, and then the town centre. Slightly slightly aglow with candle and lantern light as you enter into the town. Businesses are, of course, shut, but the inn does remain lit, windows open, and they're kind of the main point that's approachable at this point in the night.
I guess we approach the inn. Wait, what time is it? Like midnight?
It's about midnight.
Nice.
Oh, they're gonna love this. See if they're even gonna have someone awake. Where did my model go? No.
Just on the pity.
Ah, my model's all big now.
Ah,
That's what she
classic.
E.
Alright. So you guys enter into the tavern.
Oh, it's still there. Yes. Which one's the tavern? Like this one? This one?
Yeah, no.
Or the big
Alright.
stuff.
So you guys make your way into the tavern once again. The Stonehill
Can I
Tavern.
check for traps?
Yes, make a perception check.
Got a 13.
13. As you approach, you kind of look at the door jamb and the door that stands slightly ajar. You take a moment and you stop. You kind of crouch down to the floor and go over it, and you don't detect any traps.
I'm just a little bit on edge.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Taking charge, trying to be aware and cautious of your surroundings. It's not a bad trait to pick up after a dragon attack.
So it turns into full-blown paranoia, and now it's a detriment, not a trait.
I can't remember if I have any money or not.
I still have some money left over.
It was like 1 silver for a nice room, I think it was.
I thought it was
1 silver for a poor room, 5 for a nice room.
Yeah.
If you need any coin, I have some.
I don't think I
even
have any. Wait, let me just check my pockets real quick. Oh, I do. I have 8 whole gold coins.
I still have 41.
By all means.
Well,
I think I've got none.
yeah, I gave him tribute, but not all of it.
Mm.
I have a separate pouch for that sort of thing.
Oh, you have 2 pouches. That's clever.
I thought most men
It
had
makes
2
sense.
pouches.
That's something else.
Hold up. Hold up.
What?
What did you also imagine monkeys having pouches?
I think that was a warning, Buzz.
No, it's a bad joke, a puzzle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Ah.
a camera just died, Buzzer.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. That's so good.
Oh, I see.
The DM's actually a mimic.
Yep.
The DM has entered the actual game.
Wait a minute, this game is rigged from the start. Always has been.
Always has been.
But there was no DM, it was just a robot. was an AI.
Fuck, that's a pretty good part, honestly. You need to get paid for that.
I think it just ran out of battery or something.
Yeah. It happens.
He's all good.
Well,
Mhm.
It's
yeah. Welcome to the
camera rolled in
technical-
that one. I love that.
Imagine.
Yes.
I love
That's
we're just
awesome.
on par with the theme of constantly having technical difficulties the entire time we've been doing this.
Hooray, internet. But, as you guys do enter the tavern, the owner, Toblin, is still up at this hour. He's just behind the bar, kind of not really paying attention to who's coming in and out. He looks to be lost in thought, kind of looking off to one of the corners of the rooms. As you do enter and begin to approach, so he kind of does that half snap out of it and looks up and is like, "Oh, hello. Fancy seeing you all again. How are you this fine evening?"
Do you have a soap that's strong enough to get the breath of the dragon out of I look at Volk and then like my hair?
And he kind of looks at you both and goes, I we can try. I don't have any
We can try.
special dragon soaps or any of the like, but you could use our normal soap."
I'll take your entire stock. Slams down a gold coin.
I rolled
Oh,
I rolled nat 1 on a humble brag.
this-
Poor Frank.
Yeah, took on a dragon. Like it's a humble brag fail.
You took on a dragon.
And then
I'm
asked
pretty
for
just doesn't
soap.
believe you.
Are you telling him that you're having a humble brag?
No.
Then yeah, he just kind of, well, that'll cover the soap. I'll throw in a room for free
No,
with
I
that,
think
that one. Well, I mean, I say for free, but it's not really for free because you kind of gave me more than enough money for it. So you can also have a room, is what I mean.
Can that also
Well-
cover? Can that also cover a some food there?
Wait,
I think we could put something up.
when did
That
we
sounds
pay
great.
him?
but I'm gonna go wash up.
I believe you all used it a couple of days ago. So yeah, it's just down the hall on the left. Blah blah blah.
Thank you.
And you kind of make your way to try and cleanse yourself.
6
It's
bars
just,
of soap,
it's
you know?
just, it's just like hard scrubbing for.
Got carpet burn on your hands trying to rub like the stank out.
Was I knock on the door? You need help in there? Sorry. Need help in there?
It's just like, no.
Trying to like pull the fur balls out of the drain before the before you clog it with all the hair that you've
Oh
accidentally ripped
no,
out.
it's just clogged.
Oh, yeah,
Just
it's
leave
gone.
it clogged.
I didn't know you guys had a bath. A what?
Not
Is a pet dog in the corner?
Not,
It's
not
just water
again.
leaking out.
Does that little shake thing, but just puffs up completely and gets stuck in the doorway.
Oh my god, yes.
No, you
It's
never see
canon that
that. No,
Volk
it's
never uses
behind
his own
closed
shower.
doors. You never see it happen.
It's
true.
canon that Volk doesn't use anyone else's shower because he can't afford to have the repairman come out and like fix his pipes again when all the hair gets stuck in there.
It would be canon if showers existed, which they don't.
Yes. But it is also very common that they brush themselves before doing such things foolishly.
I mean, you
know,
never said
it's
you brushed
something that you
yourself
pick
first.
up
You
as
just
a-
said
as
you
a
went
kid.
straight in the tub.
Hey, it's not mine.
We also don't say that you stop to pee and poop, but some things
True.
are just implied.
I mean, we did, and
Well,
then that's
yeah,
how we
we
got
did.
like fucked up.
This is how we got in this mess.
Well,
No
By
peeing
getting
or
in the
pooping.
mess.
we've been peed on in bed, and when an NPC did his shit, that didn't go well.
Note to self: peeing and pooping will not go well for you.
It is bad.
I just transport the waste out of my body. Just teleport it.
You use
Use
a
a cantrip.
cantrip.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry,
I know
guys.
we're like really off tangent, but do you just like stand outside with like a brush and just brush yourself and just all this like hair goes flying over the whole town?
No, it's not a brush. It's a fucking broom. What do you mean?
It's a rake.
It looks like a broom end, but it has a regular handle. Thank you.
No, it's just a rake, like a garden rake. Anyway,
Carrying on.
after
So-
4 hours of him being in the bath, I'll probably have one.
Alright.
I love how I'm the first one. It's just like
You should
So
have been the
after 4
last
hours-
one.
You are, after waiting, traveling for the whole day into the night, and then waiting 4 hours for Volk to get out of the bath, you are exhausted.
Oh, I would be.
I needed that.
I'll probably sleep for a full 8 hours.
Volk, you would be as well. Soth, are you also staying up, or are you getting a room and going to bed?
Talking to me?
Yes. Your name is South.
It is soft. Apparently. Do I
So
even
they say.
remember my name? I'm so tired. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you guys,
yeah, I'm gonna to try to take it. Well, who can even get into the bath at this point? Honestly.
well, Volk's taking a long one, and then apparently Kikari going straight after. So by the time Volk's done, it's not quite dawn, but if you want to actually take a 4-hour bath.
I was just
Kari,
joking about
you
the
could
4
just-
hours.
You could just meditate there for 4 hours.
Yeah, I could actually.
This is true.
I could just meditate outside the bathroom, like wait for him to come back out.
Better than the sounds of bugs having sex.
Yeah, I'd rather listen to someone cry in the corner while they try and get the clumped up fur out the drain for 4 hours than like bugs fucking.
I'll
Alright.
I'll try to get some shadow at least.
Easy enough. You're able to grab a room for a silver or 5 silver if you'd like one of the nicer rooms.
Okay, I'll get a good one.
Enough. Dominic goes, well, thank you very much. Room is already prepared up the stairs for you. It's hope you sleep well.
Thanks, innkeeper.
Of course.
The fuck was that?
I don't know.
What?
Like a
Was
really
that
high
sound
pitched
effects?
squeal.
No. Oh, that was my chair.
Oh,
Ah,
Oh,
fair.
I thought
Well,
you
it
were
was
opening a
perfect because
door.
it sounded like a door.
yeah, it did.
He's just got like a soundboard for all the sound effects.
I would not
I could
be
actually
surprised.
I could actually set one up, honestly, to do it.
This- No.
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 for next session. Next full session, I'll set something up.
What session?
Well, if we ever do one
There
again,
will
we
be
should-
another.
There will be another. Need to save that.
That sounds more like a fucking whiz toy or something.
I'm probably gonna stay up and, or maybe get a short rest or whatever. But if I get if I'm going to have exhaustion, I'll take exhaustion.
Alright, you
I'll
will
look
take a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
I meditated outside the bathroom waiting for him to finish.
Easy enough. He's kind of going to his kneeling stance, kind of back of your hands on your knees, and just kind of take on that meditative pace of breathing. And eventually you wake up, in the middle of a hallway. The bath door is open by the time you awaken, and you are free to take your cleansing. There is
Yeah.
still
There might be a tiny scrap of soap left somewhere in the
Volt,
bathroom.
roll a d6 for me.
A D6. Interesting. A 1.
For one, there's about half a pound of fur just lining the tub.
Wait, I'm not in the tub anymore. Am I in
Not
there? or is it-
anymore. No.
I'd probably
But it's
poke
left
it with
over.
my staff and be like, "Is that you, Volk? Like, did you fall asleep?" Huh. Wonder if I could sell this. No. I'll probably try and take it out the tub and just put it on the floor.
It's wet and it's soggy. And you kind of got to grab it a couple times because loose bits fall out of your hands, and you just kind of on the ground.
Oh man, I'm not sure if they're renting the room, which I didn't pay for. I just slept in their hallway waiting to use the bath. I wonder if that covers this.
God damn.
God damn it.
It's like one of those things where you actually, like, you touch a little bit, it's just stuck to you.
Yeah, that's probably gonna
Hey.
happen.
Yeah, the
That's
fur's on
good
it.
thing I'm having a bath. Yeah, I'll jump in the bath and see if I can find a piece of soap that hasn't got any fur stuck to it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that. Why did you shouldn't have gone first. I don't know why we let you go first.
He just ran for it, man. Like he stunk.
No one
Poison breath,
stops
man.
me.
True, I should have.
Should have thrown like a bell out the door or something, and then he would have played with it.
Hey, I resent that.
You deny that?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just have a bath.
And you
Ish.
are all able to finish your bathes and finish your rests without issue. Dawn comes. If you wish to stay up all night, just kind of keep going. You're able to have that point of exhaustion, but you're able to keep powering through. Lothrin did drop a coin on the bench and grabbed one of the shabby rooms. So he's also kind of gone for a rest and joins the rest of you when you're all ready to reconvene.
Hey, Lothrin.
Yeah.
How much can you sell tabaxi fur for?
I hear that it's actually really valuable. Hey, I would recommend collecting a lot of it
Well,
and
I
then
happen to
taking
know
it
where
to
a
like
lot is.
taking it to like a farrier or something, and I don't know, maybe get a coat.
It'd be a bit weird if I wore a coat of Volk's fur, to be honest.
Yes.
But I know where a big fuck off chunk of it is, if you want to split the profit.
I mean, half a pound isn't a whole lot.
I don't know, I just was gonna see if I could talk him into carrying it, because I don't want to get all that fur stuck to my arms again, they're still itchy.
And he goes, no, if you want to sell it, by all means. I've got my bits I want to sell, thanks.
I kind of like eye him, I'm like, if he's not that interested, it shouldn't be worth that much trouble. We should probably leave before the person finds it and then kicks us out.
But yeah, you guys eventually all convene again in the main room of the inn, and the day is yours for what you wish to do, if anything.
Probably want to warn the dude about the dragon.
Yeah, what are we going to do about that? Because the dragon could still attack at any moment.
Well,
I guess
we know its
not
weakness.
really- Is it really our problem anymore, though? I mean, we can't defend this town forever.
I mean, it might still come after us, but we do know that the four of us kicked his ass. So
I mean, I'm sure the
won't.
dragon won't make the same mistake twice, but he may come after us again.
Oh, we just have to worry about spacing now, that's all. And we should be fine.
we should probably warn them though anyway, and see if
Yes.
they have any mages that know cantrips. Kind of similar,
Yes.
because we can know kind of its weaknesses now, which is just lots of damage.
I don't know, I couldn't hit that thing for anything.
Well, just
It's pretty tough.
It's tough, but if the
Tough.
four of us could manage that much, we don't know if there's any retired heroes or really powerful adventurers that could just be living here. If we know that the town could be kind of defended, then stand a better chance, I'd probably sleep a little bit better at night.
Mm. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, we should give him a talk then.
Yeah, we'll go talk to the mayor dude.
The mayor dude. You haven't
Can't
talked to
remember
the
his
mayor
name.
dude.
The mayor dude.
He's not
So
known as the
what?
mayor, dude. So that's it.
Silver.
Who's not in any way, shape, or form the mayor dude.
He's not. He's not a mayor at all. Yeah, you're right.
The township dude.
You found my secret M&Ms, damn it.
Kakari says as Lothran goes rifling through her bag.
I forgot to mute, sorry. I was just devastated.
What are these M&Ms?
What
I don't
kind
know,
of cantrip
but they're
is
delicious. Where you guys gather, and you do head to the town master's hall, which is just down the road from where you currently are. Which would be that building there, and you make your way in, and you do see Sildar still sitting at the bench that you saw him sitting at before, still having maps unfurled, kind of looking over them. He's got a writing quill and seems to be taking notes in like a small ledger. His back is currently towards you and doesn't notice you guys enter.
I'd probably just like, hey, what up? We're back.
Yeah, turns and goes, "Oh, hello, all of you. I see you've returned from your venture. I assume
Yes.
to negotiate with the dragon."
I mean, yes and no. So, we left on good terms with the dragon, promising never to attack as long as no one approached the cave. Then he, turned around and attacked us.
see.
After a short trek, that is.
Yeah, after he let us leave. But like halfway here, and then...
Trusted him too.
I mean, I was a bit shifty, but I didn't roll high enough. I mean, I didn't...
My insight wasn't. I didn't have good enough insight.
No.
To his motives. Okay.
I see. I have heard that they are devious beasts.
He did attack us, and we did fend him off. Narrowly avoiding death, we almost killed him, but unfortunately he escaped. He could fly really quickly. But I can assure you that he escaped the opposite direction to the town.
Well, that at least is good news. You fear that he may strike again.
Well, since we don't have an agreement, there's no. Well, basically the agreement's null and void now, so he can do whatever he's going to do.
We do know where he may be staying though in the future. If you ever want to send out some adventurers to maybe take care of him in the future.
See, where would that be?
Does he have a map?
He does. He does have he has a smaller map of Phandalin open, and he's also got a larger map of this section of the Sword Coast.
Perfect. So with the Sword Coast one, I'm just going to like rub my hands together, and then I'm just going to get one claw out, and I'm just going to like literally just scratch an X into the map and ruin it where the cave is.
Go straight through the fucking cave, like the map.
Not a big X though, a little one.
There's a fine mahogany desk.
Right here, there is a cave.
I see. And would this be the fabled Wave Echo Cave?
Yes, it is. We believe the dragon wants to make it its new home there, and it is aware of it, so that would be where he'll be moving next.
Did he go back? Or did he go towards the cave?
No, he went back.
He went back.
he
I
went
believe
back
his future.
That's where we
home
think
will
he might
here.
be.
Yeah,
Pretty sure
it would
he's
be a good
back at
guess.
his old den.
Yeah, for now. But
For now,
I mean,
but
it takes a
yeah.
while to find a group of adventurers willing to take on a dragon.
But does he know where he originally was?
Ah, well, yeah. I'll
We never told
move,
them where
I'll
he
move my
was from.
hand and scratch the map in another spot.
He kind of
He's
looks
like
up
controlling
at you,
his rage.
and he goes, I have a quill if you'd rather write on the map.
Ah, I'm
That it may
terribly
be
sorry.
used again.
A bit of a culture shock. It's just how we used to do things.
I see.
Can I just cast mending on the map to fix it?
You could actually.
Yeah, just put like a hand over it and just fix it.
And as you pull your hand away, the scratches and the marks of where he put on the map are closed over.
Alright, now use the quill.
But yeah, he
Like we
kind of holds
taught
it
you.
up to you.
But wait, before that, DM, is the actual like stuff there, or is it still like white X's with just white piece of paper? Like, does it mend with the ink, or is there no ink where I scratched it?
The ink wouldn't be there, but it would be hard to see as the whole
Oh,
map's
those
not
tiny
covered.
scratches. Yeah. Okay.
Little scratches, like a little bit of like the where you marked on the cave, a little bit of the line work for the edge of the mountain range.
Yeah.
It hasn't reappeared, but it just looks like two little missing bits in the line, so it's
Okay.
not clear at current.
I'll grab it and I will mark it with the ink.
Thank you. And he quickly jots down next to each mark, next to the cave. He writes down way back the cave, and then the other mark he writes down dragon question mark.
Dragon question mark. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Maybe? Are there any powerful adventurers that are still in Phandelver?
I fear to say nay. There's not been a powerful or any adventurers really since you've all showed up. I started that.
Good luck.
Outside of that, I know of none. I know there's a couple war veterans that live here, but their capabilities I'm not sure of myself.
I think back to the old guy that Lothran was promised to fix his roof.
Old war veteran. Oh. Hopefully the dragon is no problem for you though in the future.
I hope so.
Does anyone here know Moonbeam?
I'm not sure what that is.
It's a
A very
druid
powerful
spell.
cantrip.
'Cause I remember there was a druid that lived here.
Radoff, we've not seen him in actually quite a while. Last I heard, he was scoping out the ruins of Thunder Tree, which I imagine is around about this first marking you left on the map.
Yeah, the dragon likes to the center of the town. Basically, there's a spire. You won't miss it. You can't miss it in there.
I see. Well, thank you for the information. But yes, the only one who may have known this Moonbeam would be Radoff, but we've not seen him in probably 10 days.
Ah, same. I mean, you haven't heard from him or anything?
No.
He hasn't wrote?
No, we haven't. We've heard nothing. Was he supposed to?
No.
Wait, didn't we tell him to notify Phandelver?
Yep, you did.
Huh.
How did you find out about the dragon attack? The possible dragon attack?
You guys came back and told
Oh
him.
yeah,
We sent a bird as well.
the
No,
dragon,
you also
little baby
sent-
dragon thing.
Yeah,
We sent the familiar.
the familiar.
Yeah. But he never got back here.
That's interesting. I wonder where he went off to. A druid's really... And I look at like Kakari. It's like, no, surely it's not because he's a druid.
I mean, he could be an animal.
But I mean, druids are not cowards. Going by you.
I mean, I've hid most of the battles. But that's a personal cowardice. It's not like a trait cowardice.
If you were a coward running away, we wouldn't be alive right now because you have gotten us up after almost every battle.
That's because I use you guys as meat shields. I mean, what? No.
Someone said me.
You get joy in healing our wounds, so you want us to get more.
No. I'm trying to think though. Unless he was one of the bugs fucking, I don't think I've hurt him. He couldn't get laid as a human or normal form, so he turned into a bug. best hour of his life.
You do recall that, yeah, he said he would come to Phandelver and see about any preparations or defenses, and he did say that if he hadn't heard from you guys in a couple days, that he would, or if he hadn't seen you return to Phandelver, he would send some kind of message or messenger to see if you guys were okay. But apparently, he's done neither.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we didn't accidentally kill something, so. I remember how well that worked last time. Oh, a friendly enemy, someone.
Maybe we
dead.
should have checked if he was a mimic or something. I don't trust him.
Well, I mean, I like nod to Silda. It's like he knows him.
Not really, unfortunately. I've actually never met the man. I've only heard about him from town, from the people in the town.
What if he was a dragon cultist?
What they twist? Sorry.
We probably would have noticed when we checked the bodies, to be honest.
Yeah.
Also, he would have used some magic on us, unless he is the dragon.
Well, someone tried to use magic on us. Someone tried to make me fall asleep.
Unless he was the dragon.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure cantrips are not far out of the reach of a dragon.
This is a lot of if, but, whats, maybes for a last session.
The last
I
session.
mean-
Do you want to know more? No, stop. Fuck off.
As long as the dragon doesn't bother us. But I guess it's good
We
if the
can't
dragon...
guarantee that the dragon won't bother.
Maybe we shouldn't split up then. Maybe we should stick together a little bit longer. Do you guys have any plans?
I mean, I literally have nothing. Like, I'm just happy to vibe. Hang out with you guys.
What about
Yeah,
yourself?
Way
got
more
no-
interesting than looking at the corpses of my dead family.
You were just doing that before?
No,
Is that canon? Is that what Kukara was
No.
doing before she set out on
Well-
adventures?
they're all dead. I think she just picked up all her shit and was like, well, nothing left here, so just left. I have a backstory, but I didn't come up with a story of how or why she came to Phandalin. Or
Just part of a mercenary group.
Yep.
the mercenary druid.
I mean, I'm just out here getting rid of the filth and monsters that plague these lands. But wherever there's adventure, I'm happy to go. And I think we should stick together for safety until
Yes.
we dealt with that dragon, or until it stops following us.
That's a very good idea.
Yeah, we'll stick together for now.
Hmm.
Got better to do. I don't know. I don't see any contracts on the horizon either. So
What about you, lot 3?
I might hang around for a bit. You know, could do
As
with
long as
getting
there's
paid
coin.
though. You know,
Wait.
threw a bunch of money at the dragons, so kinda down on money. So if we could do something that pays us, that would be great.
Yeah, I mean, we can always look for... Is it Neverwinter?
Is what
Up north?
Yep.
It is Neverwinter up north from us?
Well, yeah, there's multiple cities up north, but the closest big one would be Neverwinter.
Yeah, that's the one next to that tree. But I'm sorry, I'm getting all the names. Where the dragon just was up north.
Oh, Thunder
Yeah.
Tree. Yeah.
Thunder Tree. So that it's next to Thunder Tree. We're close to it.
It's several, like a day's travel away through woods.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah,
I mean, we can always
Fair
travel, like, it may be close to the dragon, but if we stick together, we should be safe. We can go back to Neverwinter, and we can look for some jobs there.
best place than ever in a smaller town. That's for sure.
I mean, that's where we got this job. We'll just pick a better one than this one. My goodness.
Oh, we don't run into any more mimics again.
Lothran kind of rubs his torso and goes, "Yeah, no more mimics. They hurt."
At least we have a way of figuring out if they are, if we ever suspect someone of it. And I look at Soth.
Oh yeah, you just knock them out, mate.
you just don't let them die. It's like we got our cleric to make sure no innocent goes past us.
So Sorry, sir. We expect you being a mimic. We'll just knock you out for an hour. You'll be fine. You have been suspected for heresy.
Oh, I love how it shows I have exhaustion on your stream.
I still like how you actually prepared a technical difficulties slide for your camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always good to have, just in case.
Expect the unexpected.
Alright. Was
So
there
guys-
anything else you guys wanted to do while we're in Phandelver? Or any unfinished business?
If anything, I just want to find out what happened to Radolf.
Oh, the dwarf. Wait,
No,
Radolf
the
is a
druid.
druid.
the druid, that's true.
The dwarf. Radolf
Yeah, what's the
Gundren.
Gundren? Ah, he's a dwarf.
That name's always fun.
Names are always fun.
I know he's been through a lot, but yeah. Alright. I mean, we can always, do you want to ask around before we leave?
Yeah, I'm thinking of like asking if anyone's seen seen Radolf.
The druid what was he wearing? I don't remember now.
Druid clothes.
Yeah, much as there's a brown robe.
Yeah, I
it
thought
had,
I thought it was a robe. Yeah.
it had these green sleeves, like
Was he?
cuffs.
Was he human?
He was a human, a little bit older.
Yeah, he wasn't an elf. I don't know why I thought he was an elf. I think it was the hood.
I think it's because I'm a druid and I'm an elf.
Yeah.
If you want to ask around town about Radolf, make an investigation check.
Sure. See if anyone's seen anyone of that description. I rolled badly. I rolled a 6.
Can I harass someone as well?
Yeah.
Can I harass someone?
Go 20.
Oh,
Damn.
nice.
Natural or dirty?
No, dirty 20.
Okay.
Hikari, you find someone in the street, like a younger kind of man. You're like, hey, have you seen Radolf? And he kind of gives you this blank look, like, I am not sure I know that person. And then you give a bit of a description of him, and he goes, no, I don't know them. So he goes, are you sure? And you kind of push this guy a little bit, and then he's like, nope, sorry, I really, really can't help you. It takes about 5 minutes before he's like, I gotta go do other things. I hope you find him. And he walks away at a brisk pace. So you ask a couple people, and you ask one person, they're like, sorry, I don't really know them, but I know that Gariel knows of him, and kind of find her, and who's the priestly woman that you met previously.
Yes.
You're the one that told us
Aris.
about him.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
gave me some holy water. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, no, unfortunately I haven't heard from him in a long while. He last I saw him, he was on his way to Thundertree to investigate some kind of disturbance up there. But since then I haven't heard or seen anything. Is he in trouble?
We just haven't heard from him for quite a while now. We parted ways at the wake. Was it?
Thundertree.
At Thundertree.
Was it at Thundertree? Or did he help us?
He led you to
He led us to Waco.
Oh, that's right. It was way back. Okay.
Yeah, so he's somewhere in between there and there. That's as far as we know. So yeah, we already met him at Thundertree. He led us to a cave. Just was it just? I'm not gonna say a direction. Just out of here.
Yeah.
Just in case. Just out of here, and I haven't seen him since. He said he was going to be here, and yeah, we haven't seen him. This is very odd.
And she kind of rests her cheek on her hand and goes, that is odd. He will often go for long periods, but if he led you somewhere and said he was coming back, it's not quite like him to not follow through on his word. She kind of scratches her. Unfortunately, I don't have any capabilities to message or contact him at all. So I do hope he turns up.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
How long of
but
a
of course.
flight would it be to Wave Echo?
Sorry,
How long of a flight would it be to Wave Echo?
you're not sure,
Yeah.
depending on flight speeds and distance.
How hard I
Like-
throw my Raven.
Or for your Raven, probably half a day to a day.
I think I can only summon him for an hour.
We could always teleport there. Wait a minute, no teleport. Of that distance. Look, I could carry. Didn't do it before.
What? What?
Haven't I seen you teleport before?
Yeah, I can't teleport like half a fucking day's
No, that's
walk.
what I said. It's like, but I know someone can teleport, but not that far. I think.
Yeah. I can go 30 feet. Go across the room. Could use that to yeet the bird.
Oh shit!
Teleport,
oof.
then throw the bird.
Oof.
I mean,
I don't think it'll do much.
it doesn't, I don't think it gives you momentum.
No. Because yeah,
No.
you remember conversion of speed. So I'd say if you teleport at the end of a cliff fall, you would still die at the end of the teleport.
Yup. There's no troll physics here.
No. Oh, can work for 2 hours. Wow.
Speed running strats.
Alrighty. Well, I'll probably like look a bit puzzled and then I'll like summon the Damo.
And as you do, your symbol on your hand glows, and in this green ethereal kind of energy, Nemo the Raven does appear, just resting on your outstretched hand.
I was checking if there's any other animals, but I don't think so. It's just small animals, really.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll probably like give him little scritches behind his ear, even though I don't think he really cares. Hey, do you remember that druid guy? I can't remember the voice I used for him, so I'm not gonna bother.
Damo squawk. No.
Damo squad.
Can't.
God.
Oh yeah, nah. Well, that old fucker. Yes. Do you think you could fly around and see if you could see him?
I don't think he can he can communicate with you telepathically, but I don't think he can talk.
No,
Says-
I
says
just hear it
cut-
in my head.
Just says cut back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Pokemon, but all he says is cunt.
Yeah. Well,
So it's
yeah.
like,
That's the curse of
Pikachu.
Damo.
It's cunt.
He just God. But I hear the full conversation in my head.
Okay.
So you just see me talking to a raven that just keeps calling me a cunt, and I'm just like nodding, like, oh yeah, awesome. And then I'll raise my hand up and he'll fly off and kind of vaguely towards the cave. Like, he doesn't have to fly back, so I guess he could just fly as long as he can and see if he can see him or pick him up.
Make a perception check with Damo's perception.
Wait. I have to look up what they have. Not Raven Queen, just Raven, my goodness.
They might not even have a stat block.
Just for a raven.
Yeah, just bringing up the webpage now. Just with
Ah.
their
Just having a look at the spell. He can't communicate with you.
I thought
like,
he
at
could
all.
communicate like telepathically.
You can communicate to him telepathically. He can't talk back.
Oh, I just imagined him talking back.
But you understand animals. Like,
I can understand animals, yeah.
This is true. In their base kind of, like, yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Could you repeat
Will
the
you
question?
repeat the question?
Yes, no, maybe. Could you repeat that? Sorry.
The MCA. Flat.
I'm trying. Sorry.
Oh yeah, perception +3. Okay, sorry. Took me that long to figure that out. That's 16. Yes, 16.
16. Alright. He disappears for a bit. His telepathy does only work within 100 feet though, unless you put your vision and senses into him
I
for
will
the next
probably
couple
do
hours.
that.
Alright.
Yeah. I'll probably
So you
just
guys-
like sit down under a tree, out of the way.
Easy enough, and you kind of shift your perspective to that of Damon flying overhead.
Calling everyone cunt as he flies past.
Past the confines of Phandelver to the grassy plains beyond. It's a bit the area that Phandelver resides is fairly hilly, and in the distance you do see like the fair distance, sandy and rocky kind of crag that hit the Sword Coast Mountains. You do start making your way in the direction of the Waybacker Cave, taking a bit of a weaving pattern to try and cover as much ground as you can. You see, like, standard kind of animals. You see a couple deer kind of prancing, a couple other birds that you fly not with their flock for a small amount of time, but close by before they part off. But in your time before he is dispelled, you don't see any sign or anything of Radoff.
There's no animals acting odd, they're just kind of acting normal for animals, I guess.
Yeah, from what you could tell, they seem to be acting pretty normal, pretty average.
So either Radoff has gone missing, or he's just accepted, I don't know, nature and just become an animal. Fully, like, I don't know. I don't think there was any druid text around the town.
So Kakari just sits under a tree for an hour?
Oh, 2 hours, yeah.
2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah.
2 hours.
I mean, does she tell anyone? Does she tell
No.
anyone what you're doing?
You've
No,
seen
just
her
went
do
and sat under
similar
the tree.
before, with communing with her
I'm just
familiars.
be like, Harry, Harry, are you sleeping? Harry, that's not the time to be sleeping. Harry, are you like communicating with the druid? Like Harry, do I shake her shoulder?
You do feel your shoulder shaking. You can speak, you just can't see or hear.
I'll just, well, I wouldn't hear you. I'd feel you shaking my shoulder. I could probably just wave my hand at you and just like, fuck off.
I was like, oh, well, fine. I'll be good for it.
This is by the tap. Was it as he passes me? I tap on Bonk on the shoulder. Yeah, didn't you see her just throw a raven off? That she's just communicating with the raven. She'll be fine for a while. I'll keep an eye on it.
I'm in the
Oh, so you think
avatar
it's-
state.
So you think it's just another one of her cantrips? Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Still, that
Yeah,
was
right.
mean. I'm gonna go get a drink.
I slip in 5 silver.
Oh yes.
Money.
We're gonna see him
Lothran
get
kinda
fucking
steps up.
roasted.
And he goes, can I have a drink, please?
Okay, so that's 10 down the thing.
That's
It's
one
a-
gold for you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, true.
He pockets it, and he sits with you, Seth.
What? Wait. I'm not getting a drink. I'm going next to Gary. So
Come on, let's go, Lothran.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He takes your 5 silver, and then he doesn't go into the tavern. He goes, thanks, bud.
Wait, what? Wait, I missed that.
He takes he takes your silver, and he pockets it, and then he doesn't go into the tavern.
Okay.
So, yeah, thanks, bud.
Is Soth
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Such a Lothran.
And he walks into the tavern. With
And
Bolt.
then and then what is it? As I sit down, I see him. What is it? I see him slowly sneak out of the tavern.
Yeah.
Just
See him climb out one of the windows real quick.
But it's the same fucking window facing towards us.
Because we're sitting at the tree facing towards the tavern, so I don't know what he's doing.
So you do see him kind of slink out. Hide behind the back for a little while.
I'm just gonna let him be. It's fine.
You just stare at him and watch him go past. As he like tiptoes.
Alrighty. Volt, you're able to get your drink, and eventually, yeah, demo does fade, and Kikari, you come back to your reality.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you didn't find anything?
No. I can't find any sign of him anywhere, like, within a few hours from us. I have no idea where he went. I kind of like frown and then realize he's the only one here, and I'm like, wait, where did everyone go?
Well, so yeah, Volk's in the tavern having a drink. Lothran is doing Lothran things.
Ah, yes, Lothran things. I like check my coin purse, which probably has nothing in it anyway, but...
Your compost is still there.
Oh, that's a good sign.
You figure throughout the adventure, he hasn't stolen from you guys personally.
Yet.
Fair.
I like my team members, doesn't mean I trust them. Like...
I assume you do good damage, but this doesn't mean you're not going to steal from me.
Yeah. What do you think?
Like, I trust you with my life, but not my wallet.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a completely different thing. What do
I trust
you
you in a fight, but I don't trust you not to steal my wallet at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright.
Alright. So you guys kind of finish up. Was there anything else you guys wanted to do in Phandelver? Anyone you wanted to talk to, or?
I don't really know anyone here.
Maybe we should leave before we find Gundren if he's still here. This is going to be all depressed.
Shouldn't we talk to him technically?
Yeah,
but
we
it's
just don't
gonna
even
be-
catch up with them.
It's gonna be so awkward. Okay, I'm not saying anything though.
Oh,
There's one,
I
he's
mean-
a dwarf. He's been through so much. His brother's dead. He's always depressed. Like, I understand it, but I just don't want to. Okay.
I was gonna say Soth and I could just do that while you're like getting crunked. I don't know.
Is there
I
any?
mean-
Is there potion sellers around here?
The only one you... Actually, I don't think...
I think so. I think the survivalist people, but that's about it. So they sell other
Yeah,
stuff.
the only one who you had the inkling in the might was Sister Gariel.
Yeah, I think we should.
Which is, yeah, where you've just come from a couple hours ago.
We don't know where like Gundren lives though, hey? Because like I can see on the map where he is, but we probably
That's
don't know
not
this.
really where he is. Again, the
Oh.
map is not a like real.
Oh, okay.
It's more of a
That's a
like
guide.
a reference.
Yeah. That's
guide.
alright. That's alright. I think we should probably check on Gundren and see how he's going.
You know where he is.
No, I don't know where he is, but we could ask Mayor guy.
As we said before, he's technically not a mayor, so.
I mean technically cantrips aren't spells, but
Actually, they are.
I mean they are, but they're not the same as magic.
Nope, they're still magic.
I mean they're still magic, but
I pull out my can. And then
same
put it
but
back.
different. Same but different. They listen to him.
All right,
I mean,
we'll go,
I guess.
we'll go back and ask him.
All right,
Yeah,
you guys make
alright.
your way back to the Town Master Hall.
And I'm
He's
drinking.
in the town master hall,
He is.
and he's not a mayor.
Nope,
Does this town even have a mayor?
you haven't asked.
No. I don't think we've really cared that much.
We've never asked. Like, we
Do
probably
you
could
have
have
a
got.
mayor?
We probably could have got some help from him, honestly.
We probably could have got paid more if we went from the mayor.
Depending.
Maybe.
Anyway,
But yeah, you do go back to the Town Master Hall, and Sildar is still there with the maps. It's not really paying attention to the maps at the moment. It's more writing in his ledger. This time he
like
does
the
hear
town
the
secretary.
door as it opens, and he turns, gives you guys a little bit of a nod. I see you've returned.
yes. We don't seem to know where Gundren is again.
I see. Last I talked to him, he said he was going back to Sister Gariel's to finish any last preparations for his brother's burial.
I was just there a moment ago, so do you know where he might have gone after that?
Does he have a
After
house
that-
around here?
He doesn't have a house. He's been staying in the inn. He may be in his room, perhaps. Otherwise, one of the stores, but my two guesses would be either Sister Gariel's or his room in the inn.
I will go ask the innkeeper then.
Yeah. I kind of like try not to like kind of laugh, and when we leave, I'll like, after we've left, I'll probably turn to Salt and be like, the poor man's been through enough, and now he can't even have a proper fucking bath.
Oh, we know, we know why.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your help.
Are you saying that after you've left?
No, I said just as we're leaving, just before I say that next part to Salt.
Alright. Yes. And you all, thank you for the risk you've put yourselves in for this town and ourselves.
While I'm here, I'm gonna look around and be like, was there a mayor of this town?
It's not an official mayor, but is as close as this town had. His name was Harbin Wester, and he's a right scum of a person.
Oh.
But he doesn't do ill per se, but couldn't manage shit to save his life.
I'm
And,
guessing that's what you do now.
more or less. I've come to try and help this town flourish once again, but with all these mishaps, it's a bit more of a challenge than I thought it would be.
Well, if there's ever an election, I'd vote for you to be the mayor.
I appreciate it. However, I don't imagine I'll stay here forever.
I can't imagine why.
Kind of smirks a little, nods.
Well, hopefully we run into you again before anything happens.
And you. Safe travels to you. Are you going to remain in town, or are you going to make your way?
I haven't quite decided. We have to probably talk to the rest of our party and figure out what we plan to do. The threat of the dragon is real, and it possibly could come after us, but it could also come here, so we'll probably have to discuss with them. But
Let's just say he likes playing cat and dragon, as they say.
I kind of look at him like, did you just fucking like? Yes, cat and dragon. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, so
we'll
sorry,
probably talk-
dragon and mouse. There we go. Done.
He
taking away your
chuckles.
talking privileges.
He goes, well, I wish you luck in all your future endeavors.
Thank you. Hopefully this town can prosper well with your watchful eye and care, and do remember, if you ever need help, like, I don't know how you communicate with us, but like, we'll definitely come and help.
I appreciate it. I will keep it in mind.
Yeah, awesome. I kind of like don't really know what to do, so I'll probably just do finger guns. I'm like, alright, see you around. Just like go to leave.
No, he gives you a final nod and turns back to his paperwork.
Well, that answers that question. Who runs the town? I can't believe we never thought to ask that last year. I mean, what? I mean, like 10 days ago.
Alright, to the tavern. Let's see if we can find Gundren.
Hopefully we find him before Volk does.
Oh yeah. Left him in the tavern by himself.
Oh yeah.
It's like I stay in the tavern to avoid him, and like he comes to me. It's like, damn it!
Yeah.
You're in luck, Volk, as you're having your drinks. No vile dwarf comes down to greet you.
We enter the front of the tavern.
Yeah, you guys enter and you see Volk sitting at the bar, sipping at his drink. Dublin has retired to his room, and now you see you've seen her before as a bit of a buxom barmaid, standard kind of tavern clothing. A little bit of a V-neck, but she goes, "G'day, loves. How are you going today?"
Going well. Just wondering if you have a certain person here. Person goes by Gundren.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, he's in one of the nice rooms upstairs.
Do you know if he's been out of his room yet, or just got in?
I haven't seen him today yet, so I assume either he went out early, but he might still be there. Toblin didn't say that he saw him either, so probably just hasn't gone out today.
I haven't seen him since you left.
Oh, I would lick my lips and go, do you know if he's in?
I'm not sure what you mean, love.
I walk.
Hikari, no.
I proceed to walk up the stairs.
I
towards
proceed to
like,
drink
leave.
my drink.
Volk's ears flatten and he just starts drinking. Self makes his way up the stairs, and as you look around, Lothron's not actually in the inn.
I kind of know where he is, but it's kind of just. I'm letting him do his own thing.
Yep. But yeah, so as you walk up the stairs, and above you see the couple open doors to vacant rooms. You see the closed doors to your parties, and then one of the other nicer rooms, which door is also shut.
Well, I'm gonna go towards the door and give it a knock.
You give it a knock. It takes a moment, but you do hear a aye.
That sounds like Dwarvish, I say, suddenly appearing behind you, because, like, I followed you up the stairs.
When the fuck do you get here?
I've been here for a fucking while, mate.
Oh, so sorry, Gundren. I just had one of my party members just come up to me. It's Soth, by the way.
Oh, aye. And he opens the door, and you see him. He's had a bath since last time
I
you
thought
seen
you said he was going to be Starkers, honestly.
him. His beard is still matted. It looks like he got partway through combing it before giving up at some point.
Same.
His hair is just kind of tucked away behind like a hat. One of the wide brim hats. He's just kind of got it on. It's a little bit too big, but he makes it work. Because, hey, what can I do you all for?
We mainly wanted to check on you and see how you've been.
Fucking shite, but I'll get over it. I'm going to have to.
You mean it's worse than when you were in the cave?
Well, I got 2 dead brothers and I've only got 1 body, so... I mean, I wouldn't say they're much of an improvement. Not to sound ungrateful, but... You know, life didn't magically get wonderful.
Oh, at least it's better than, 3 dead bodies.
Aye, it is. But now I'm here alone.
I mean, could be worse. You could be stuck here with Laura. I mean, what? I'm joking. I'm joking.
I don't know who you're talking about, lass.
Yeah,
Good.
it's fine.
Good. I mean, I wouldn't mind going back to the cave per se. There is, like, a case of a missing friend, but it's a bit on edge after that dragon attack, honestly.
But we could definitely go back to try to find his.
Yeah, we could. We could see if we could find his brother and see if we can find the druid at the same time.
True. He goes, I would still appreciate, as you said you would, go and see if you could find his corpse. Once again, if you can, I would appreciate it. If you can't, well, I understand. I don't want to go back to that fucking place either.
Well, since we know that the dragon's just up and about, it really doesn't matter. We could go there anyway.
Yeah, we could,
We
as
just have
long
to
as we
ask.
make sure we're prepared.
That's it.
We know that we could, like, we have a slight chance of taking it on. Like, we almost, but we didn't quite die.
Well, also we know that that cave is kind of cleared, so we can even use that for refuge for a little bit
We
if
could,
we need to.
as long as we avoid the skull thing.
He's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And also, I had thought of something, and then it just disappeared. Yay.
It happens.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I'd say that'd be our next step, but we'd have to.
Just going back to the cave, seeing if we can find Rayloff. And we'll know to kind of like... Because we were a little bit careless before, when we just kind of walked off, didn't really do any checks or anything, and it wasn't until we were attacked that just luckily managed to avoid that magic spell he cast on me. So, if we keep an eye and ear out, if he does come at us again, we can, like, we'll know the signs first, or hopefully we'll figure it out faster.
No, but we have to talk to our...
Yeah, we do. We do have to talk to the rest of the party.
see what they're up to. We can try to get this out the way, then head to Neverwinter. And see if we don't run into the dragon again. Or even earlier.
Hey, what if we catch the dragon by surprise? That'd be cool.
Well, he seems quite perceptive, so I don't think so. So we'll just have to be on our toes.
Alrighty.
I,
Oh, good to see you.
I,
See you again.
and you will. I don't let my words throw you off. I do appreciate all you've done for me. It's just hard to see the silver lining, you know.
I mean, that's understandable. You did go through a lot.
Was there anything I could help you with?
Oh, wait a minute. You didn't... Well, you were in the cave the whole time, so... You wouldn't have... Oh, wait. You wouldn't have seen a druid by any chance.
No, the only druid I've seen is her.
Hey,
Yeah,
finger
yeah.
guns again.
You should have just said yes, and I'd be like, oh, and give me some hope.
I'm sorry
Points
to
to
dash
me.
it.
And it could have been... anyways, I'll catch you later. Okay.
Safe travels to you. And kind of closes the door again. As you guys retreat back to the main space of the tavern, as you enter down the stairs, Lothar is sitting at the bar with a 17 stealth, beating Volk's passive perception. So Volk, you kind of turn, and Lothar is just sitting there with a drink. Just like, hey,
How long you been there for?
what do you mean? I've always been here. I came in with you.
Yes, right.
What is it? So can I hear him saying any of that?
Yeah. Yeah, as you're kind of coming down the stairs is when it's made this move.
I was like, no, you haven't.
What do you mean? I totally have.
No, I saw you sneak out that window.
I wouldn't do that. You gave me money for a drink, and here I am having a drink.
I saw you walk into the tavern, then walk out of one of the windows.
You're seeing things, mate.
Well, at least you got yourself a drink, at least.
I did. Thank
Eventually.
Basically, I just gave up right there, whatever. He's not causing any harm, really.
Yet.
It's,
And Lothar kind of rubs his hands. He goes, "Alright. What are we doing next?"
Well, we spoke to Gundren.
Oh yeah, how was our happy friend?
happy? What do you mean? He's settling down. That's about it.
He's happy to be alive, even if he didn't fucking say that, but you know, like, he's been through a lot.
Yeah, he is.
Well, the idea is actually to try to find his other brother's corpse, actually.
Wait, we're not actually gonna do that, are we?
It won't be if
I mean,
there's...
it's an open discussion.
Yeah, we could either go back to Neverwinter, possibly get attacked by the dragon, or try to actually help Gundren out, and then head back to Neverwinter.
I mean, I was thinking we could look for Rayloff on the way. There's got to be a reason he just up and vanished.
Oh yeah, sorry, that too.
Yeah. I care about the druid, you guys care about the money. No, I'm sure. But yeah, we could like kind of kill... I like kind of like pause and like try to rework that. We could catch two birds with one stone. I mean, one of the birds is already dead, so there's no point trying to kill it. But yeah, we could try and find Rayloff and try and find the body while we're at it. And if the dragon's gone back there, then we could possibly have a plan to like catch it by surprise and, you know, try and take it out.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't exactly want to fight the dragon again. That was terrifying.
Oh no, but I feel like he's not going to give us a choice in the future.
Yes, us even going around these areas, he'll probably track us down again anyway, so it's inevitable at some point. He'll probably be down in our luck the next time we probably encounter him. So we want to try to get the upper hand on him if at any chance.
Considering the way he presents himself, I feel like he's not going to let it go. He seems like a spiteful being that will want revenge.
If you guys decide you want to go to the cave again and search for the dwarf's brother's body, I will go with you, if not just for the safety reasons that we're in a group. But honestly, it seems like a lot of trouble would go through without any pay or anything like that when we
That is a
could go to
good
Neverwinter
point.
before.
I kind of look at my probably empty money sack. I don't actually know how much money I've got. It doesn't say I have anything on D&D Beyond.
Then you have nothing.
Yeah, so we haven't been paid for a very long time. That is a very good point. We do need money for expenses and stuff, and I don't think Gundren can pay us.
No, he wouldn't know anything on it. So
I mean, he has the fanciest room in the goddamn place, but that's probably offered to him by Sildar.
I mean, we've done a fair bit for him for now.
I mean,
yeah, but we can get a few more jobs and then come back when we feel like it. Or
I
if we
guess.
think-
Or we can just see how it goes. I don't really know what else we could do, unless we just did odd jobs or something. Or
Well, the main would be go to the main town. That's basically main city. Then we can get some jobs there.
I can show you some interesting jobs with some monster hunting if you're interested.
That sounds good.
yeah, that actually sounds pretty cool.
Well, not monster hunting, more like, what do you call them again?
I'm going to take a line from a movie
Date.
in a different realm, but you ain't getting
Let's
any
just say-
better, so
Let's just say darker creatures. They were in the night.
Oh, okay.
mimics.
Not more mimics.
Gotta say, that's the first mimic I've ever crossed. A couple of mimics, actually.
Yeah. I mean, you guys do raise good points, and a body retrieval kind of seems like a bit of a waste of time. I say quietly, making sure Gundren didn't just walk downstairs and hear me say that.
Do a perception check.
No, please no. I'd feel so bad.
Do a perception
Well-
check, bro.
Oh,
Damn
fuck
it.
off.
Well, yeah, you ain't getting any deader.
Alright.
I rolled 24.
You don't see Gundren.
Good.
But he sees you.
I hopefully didn't roll higher perception than I did.
He has infinity perception, so not have anything.
Well,
Yeah,
apparently he
Gundren's
doesn't because he
actually
got
got-
caught.
He's omnipresent.
He's a dwarf. He's just standing behind a table. You can't see him.
Roll
The
for
reason,
stealth.
even though I
20.
rolled higher, I didn't see him because yes, he was like under a table. He wasn't hiding. He just was just standing under a table.
He's so conspicuous, he's inconspicuous.
He wasn't even trying to be inconspicuous. Just walking around, and he just is shorter than the fucking table.
Anyway.
Alright. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We decided what we're gonna do.
I'd say the thing is that we need to get some money back under our belt, get some, I'd say, better gear, and get some more experience under our belt, and then we might be able to come back here and help.
Yeah,
I'm going to assume Lothrin's going to agree with that.
yeah,
yeah,
I'd assume
yeah,
so.
Lothrin says getting paid sounds good.
Yeah, we need money. We need finances to be able to do stuff like this, and we kind of bled this town dry.
And bled
So, like-
ourselves dry.
Yeah, like literally, I'm pretty sure we've lost more blood than we can contain in our body. I'm pretty sure we're like half magic at this point. But
I mean,
Half
I
cans.
have the power of cantrip in me.
you
Yeah,
can't
I-
trip in me. How long are we gonna follow this for? I'm joking. No, this is funny. I'm never gonna tell him. I'm never gonna tell him ever. But yeah,
I'm full of beans. Sorry.
Yes.
you guys do raise good
Volk
points.
looks at his hands.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I have the beans.
Oh my god.
And, but my
Alright.
can is not a bean can, by the way. Yeah,
Oh
right,
my-
because I got it from the blacksmith. So
Very true. So as the camera begins to pull away, you guys present yourselves. It's about a 3-day travel, or 3 or 4-day travel to Neverwinter, or 4 if you're traveling by the roads, 3.5 if you're just kind of gunning it across open plains.
I would say probably do a road one, just
Road one.
cause. Yeah.
So taking your pace, keeping an eye out, takes you about 4, maybe 5 days. But you do eventually, as a group, make your way back to Neverwinter without issue, having previously slayed most of the goblins and what that used to bandit this highway. Neverwinter, you guys are able to find more jobs to continue your adventuring ways for your own, whether it's your own needs to find redemption or continue the path of slaying beasts that hunt the innocent, or able to provide to pay for protection, or is it to further your own skills and strengths in order to be able to save those that you care about? You take several jobs, some not well paying, some fairly well paying, and you kind of live good for a good while. If you chose to, you could come back to Phandelver. The town itself always remains whenever you come back, but it never really seems to hit that high peak of coming back to life fully. You do find that at one point, a small force did go out following the directions left to seek out the Wave Echo Cave, but they didn't return and weren't seen again. After that, the town kind of decided probably not worth it. They kept the map, however, for if other adventures came at some point, and over the years, several did and do, but they either don't take the task, or the few that do, slightly less experienced, unfortunately meet the same fate and aren't seen again. And so the Wave Echo Cave kind of fades back again into obscurity. Was there anything for your guys' future that you wanted to set out and prepare for, like even down the track a ways?
I was gonna say, more for lols, we do get ambushed by a goblin and goblin tribe, but it turns out to be Georgie's, and they're just like, hey! And then we just like catch up with him for like an afternoon and then continue.
There is one afternoon, not on your way back to Neverwinter, but when you have to go into the woods one day. It's a bit of the southern portion, and you're not ambushed completely, but as in you're not surprised by it. You kind of saw it coming, but the goblins that approached you weren't normal size. They were large. They were, they had the features of your typical goblin, but they had grown in size to match even Volk and Soth's height. And it was a jarring sight at first, until eventually you did see one goblin with a skull mask covering his face, which was Georgie. And there is that reconciliation kind of catch-up afternoon. Georgie apparently taken some teachings from Korga on the rune magics, and learnt and shown his new goblin kingdom how to also increase their size temporarily.
What a terrifying insight.
Absolutely
What if we
horrifying.
unleashed upon the world?
Wow.
A
Oh, no. I speak
castle
goblin,
full
so
of goblins. Yeah.
I speak goblin, so I can just literally just walk in there. Hey, how's you doing?
Thank
And
fuck he's
for
on
them-
our side.
Things have gone well. They've had some more recruits. The warband has grown. They have a fascination with chicken.
I mean, if a 6-foot
Right,
something goblin came
fascination
up
with
to you,
chicken.
Chicken's one of the best foods that they've had in a long time.
Oh yeah, because they were just they're
They
basically
were
under
introduced to chicken.
basically under the other guys were all the best were eating like scraps basically.
Pretty
yeah.
much.
Yeah,
But
so
now that Georgie, a goblin, is in charge, he takes care of his goblin brothers.
yeah.
Terrifying, but good. I'd probably, like, if anything, like, help them set up, like, a chicken farm, which probably wouldn't go well, because I'd probably keep eating them before they're, like, fully grown.
They're smart enough to know how it works. It does take a little bit of time. It does take a little bit of coaching. But eventually they get a little bit of chicken farm going.
Kakaru spends a lot of her time trying to teach them how to look after chickens and breed them and shit. And it's worse because she can hear them and understand what they're saying.
They learn how to breed the chickens. They don't learn how to take care of them very well.
I just imagine that they take care of them like they took care of wolves.
Pretty much.
Keep them on leashes tied outside.
It very quickly devolves into, there's a lot of cockfighting.
Oh god, there's a lot of betting now.
Yep. It's just a new part of their society. What about-
You introduced them to gambling? Oh no.
I didn't mean to. I was just gonna say, I bet like you won't be able to breed this one. And suddenly they were taking money on it.
But you again.
It was a saying. You didn't mean it.
And what about the rest of you? Is there anything that you wanted to accomplish in futures, or anything you wanted to aim towards?
Aim towards other than the manifestation of the getting what is it, haunted was instead of now just being nightmares, it's actually now a small turned into like an apparition. But I still don't know who the identity is. But basically I'm not sure if it's getting worse or better. Oh no! Now it's not just nightmares. I don't have nightmares anymore, but I have an apparition that keeps following me around now. Can't do anything with it, but can talk to it.
Yep. And some days it comforts you and makes you feel better. Other days just the unknowing and the not quite fear, but the feeling it produces. Some days are nice. Some days are a little off, and the world seems a bit darker.
Well, that got deep.
Yes. What's going on there?
Well, I'm still haunted, so I don't. Yeah, but I'm not sure if I'm doing what I'm doing right now is the right thing to be doing or the wrong thing, because I don't know what gets worse if it gets better. I assume this is better because I don't have nightmares anymore. But I have this apparition following around now, like a companion, but a very odd companion.
With Kakaru, probably because of the adventures, she'd learn that she's not really a failure like she thought she was, and learning from keeping her party, or what's left of it, alive. Despite everything, she'd probably learn to forgive herself for everything that happened, even though it wasn't her fault, but she'd still learn to forgive herself and probably just choose to keep traveling to help keep them alive. Any of that were willing to like let her kind of drift around them, she'd probably just stay around them. She's got nowhere else to go, so... But she's happy adventuring and learning and developing her skills as much as she can.
You find that kind of inner peace and acceptance. It lets you grow and branch out that little bit more. And, you get to not feel like you're doing it out of desperation and necessity to try and put good in the world, but rather out of want and care for your friends.
Yeah. Volk.
Me? Volk will probably just continue doing what he'll continue back to doing what he was doing before this, and just keeping an ear out and probably more asking around, which he should have done in Phandelver. He hasn't heard anything. Looking for monsters like himself that have been wreaking havoc and taking care of them and making sure there is no spread or growth of any like lichen or other kind of werebeasts happening around. And yeah, take care of them.
If Volk wanted, I'd probably travel with him to help him try and heal people. Unless he wanted to go by himself, that's fine.
This isn't an illness you can heal with
Yeah, I know.
a cantrip.
It's a cantrip, yeah.
And that do following any leads and using that kind of preternatural awareness of you have with it helps in tracking down any that use similar abilities but for the worsening and ill fate of society as a whole. And there's a couple times you find those who relish in it and see it as a glorious gift to be given to all, but they are no match, especially by the time that you've travelled and found them. They're not much match for your little troop, and you do pretty successfully quell wherever it may be found.
Hells
Lost Run travelled with you guys for a fair while. He mostly evening out the loot, taking sometimes, if offered, rarely on his own initiative, will he take a little extra. And now and then when you pass by like a larger kind of city, he'll send it off to home, just a little bit. Probably about half, a quarter, or rather a third to a half of his gold he will actually send away to family who needs it a bit more than he does. He'll travel with you guys for quite a long while, just kind of forging these, or keeping these bonds forged and strengthening them. Outside of that, hard camera pan out. See Korga in the wild somewhere. Doing what Korga does. He's sometimes he's having mimosas with Georgie in his castle. Other times he's out taking mercenary contracts or testing his might and strength against beasts. Till eventually he makes his way to his young kind of home and eventually kind of finds those who were in charge of the pit that he was in as a child and puts an end to their mistreatment. Lawrence has a not so happy ending in
What? Oh, okay.
taking his leave from the group. He, knowing that he needs to head home to try and help whatever ills and issues may be happening there that he received word from Bartleby on, he does travel his way back to Mithrin, making post haste. However, by the time he arrives, he is led to his father who has fallen ill, but in speaking with him finds that it's not a regular illness, it's some kind of disease or poison, and his uncle had actually put forward a coup and taken control of most of their family's land, and shortly after being reunited with his father, he is led to jail by his uncle and left there for many, many years until he either escaped or perished. Skim Beeble lived out his days happily, having an early retirement from adventuring, doing a quick mission with you all, and kind of decided it just wasn't quite for him. And your dwarven compatriot left and made his way back home. Took up a regular 9-to-5 job, and he eventually started a family and had a wonderful time. Remembering the several goblins he killed as he's kind of like, I did it, I'm cool.
Did the bare minimum.
Yeah, bare minimum. Gave it his best, went, nah, it's alright.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Kana did, having left you that morning, she made her way, and whilst she didn't quite form another party, she left to do more of her patrons' biddings and earning both material and spiritual wealth for everything that she had was technically an extension of her patron. So eventually she was strong enough that patron could trust her with the task of taking down a rival Dao genie or Jin, one of her patron's long enemies. And with a little extra help from the patron and a well-laid plan, she managed to cripple the enemy just enough to put an end to its operations, at least for the foreseeable future.
Bet she's Shadow.
Oh yeah, no, it was a lot of shadow.
All
At that
Shadow.
point, would have been like a couple extra levels, a few more D8. It was powerful. I'm pretty sure that's all. Everyone.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that is.
It's a shame my camera rolled in that one because you can't see a face, but here we are. As we do close out at the very least, this campaigner's arc. The streaming has been a good ride. So much thanks and love to all who have joined us and followed us for this journey. It's been wonderful. We all appreciate it, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Like, not just the guys, all you guys listening and viewers. Like, you guys are awesome. We appreciate you, but also like Basie. Like, this has been such a fun adventure. Thanks for letting us be part of it. Like, it was.
It's
awesome.
a very good campaign. You did so much for us, like to make it so realistic for us. Like, you even paid for us to have our own models, and then
Hashtag shout out to Hero Forge.
Yeah, and then you painted them yourself.
Yes.
Only some, only near the end.
and shout out to you again for like the amazing like battle maps you've organized and everything. Like, it's just amazing.
Like, we gave you shit for the paint MS, but
I didn't. Fuck
yeah.
I mean, yeah, but
I was like, this is awesome. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah,
it
is cool.
Made maps. Fuck yeah.
You put so much effort into like putting each and every single tiny piece of model into like our big maps, and
good.
like I know, not me, but other people like kept fucking around with it and like turning them invisible and shit. But we do appreciate how much effort you put in. It was amazing.
I made one thing transparent just because I fucked with the color accidentally.
It happens.
Ooh, new tool. Press buttons. Oh shit.
I mean, you can do it here too. It's great.
Yeah, thank you for the fun. The adventure. Putting up with our shit. The amount of shopping episodes that we did.
There's no adventure without you guys, so shout out to you guys for playing along. And
yeah, you're a good DM.
Thank you.
You've been doing it for a while, haven't you?
This has been the most concurrent. Having this set week in time definitely helps, because life gets in the way in D&D. The biggest threat to D&D is not dragons; it's fucking time scheduling.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's well, actually, Bezo managed to actually stay on actually for most of it actually.
But no.
The timers could be fucked, but that's fine. I think it's the first full campaign I've actually been through.
Same to me, actually.
Oh, shit.
It was worth it though.
Yeah, no, it's good. So of course, thank you to you guys for being able to be here like every week. You know, there's a couple here and there that people can't make. I've had it. Everyone's had it. That happens. But like to have a consistent thing, I feel like we're just at a circle jerk at this point.
Yeah, I mean, out of like what, how many players?
Well, that's it.
Yeah, life happens. Not
Yeah.
everyone could stay the whole time, but for the time that we had, it was amazing.
Mm.
Absolutely.
And, you know, of course, no one forgets, you know, previous players. And always love and shout outs to them as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, Subaru's in the chat. Others have been in chat before, and yeah, of course, as always, thank you everyone to being active in chat. You know, we don't like talk to you with our voices, but cast members, I see the cast members keeping you engaged, which is lovely to see. It's just, you know, we all love it.
We see you in chat.
Yeah, we see you there. It's cool.
We see you
And those who listen to on our podcasting platforms, we see you too. So don't you worry.
Good. We see you.
Baby, shaking that ass.
Yeah.
Shaking that ass. Sorry, wrong song. That's an old song.
Yeah, I know. I knew it.
No.
We're
Don't
watching
touch me.
at all times.
This is No Square.
Wow, that's coming to the new millennium right there.
This is it, at the very least, for a while, but there may be adventures in the future, you know, but we shall see. But for now, at least, thank you so much for joining us for this wild ride. You know, at least for myself, first time trying to do a podcast, and well, also streaming D&D. So, you know, learn a bunch.
Well, I think we found out how to do stuff properly now. So.
I mean,
yeah.
if we took a shot for how many episodes we did everything properly, and like we had no technical difficulties, we wouldn't have even opened the drink.
Yeah.
The amount of patience you must have for like managing to edit everything out post-production, like people eating, mostly me, dropping my shit all over my own desk, my cat screaming, me screaming at the cat.
But your cat was screaming.
I think
it's an even spread.
Yeah.
I think the most mutes are pretty on point. Most like on everyone's end.
Me being sad that my partner found my snacks.
Yeah. No, that's staying in because we had a good joke about it. So
Yeah.
so you know, some things stay in. Like edits are fairly not edited. It's pretty raw.
It seems like most of it's pretty unedited, actually.
It's mostly just audio and balancing and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah, it was fun. It was an adventure. It was my
It was
first
an
D&D adventure, technically.
Still streaming too, aren't we?
We are, yes.
Yeah.
Still recording. Yes.
We're just dragging this out as much as we can.
We don't want to say goodbye.
You were
No.
we are dragging in and out this.
Oh no!
Actually, that is a thing. You guys don't see Venom Fang again
Oh,
Ah, that's a good point.
unless you wished to seek him out.
No, no,
I did not.
no.
He
So, do we
lied
ever see
to
that
us.
druid again? Or is he just kind of gone?
You don't
Ah,
see
yes.
the druid.
Wait,
The druid isn't actually ever seen by anyone ever again.
Oh, do you reckon that... Ooh.
Are we allowed to
Wait,
ask?
the
Was he
dragon was
launched?
following us. The dragon was
The
following us.
dragon followed you to the cave,
Oh,
saw the
no.
druid heading back.
Oh.
Oh no!
Venom Fang had killed Radoth shortly after, about partway back to Phandalin.
Huh.
Well, he should have used Moonbeam.
He might have, but
Wasn't as strong as my Moonbeam.
actually, I'm pretty sure he used up all his second level spell slots before you went in the cave with
Oh,
protection
no.
from poison.
Oh shit.
He was
Yeah.
vastly outmatched.
He spent all his magic to protect us, and then got killed because he had nothing to protect himself with.
Oh, I feel so bad.
I think the collateral damage from our party is way worse than, like, if we
know.
just left it the fuck alone.
Maybe.
I've got a town that's like going through severe PTSD, and they'll probably never recover again.
The
Dead
town
druid.
will recover. The druid wasn't a staple to their community.
Yeah.
But the Wave Echo Cave and the Forge of Spells does now fall into the hands of the Cult of the Dragon.
Oh crap!
Oh damn.
For what reasons or purposes? Not many know, but
I mean, they don't bother the town, so that's good.
they don't bother the town.
Yeah. The least we could ask for.
At least not this town.
Huh. That's not our problem.
No. With that, I think that's about all. As always, big thank you to Syrinscape for music and sound effects, and having, found them halfway through, started using them, getting that atmosphere going. Checking them out at syrinscape.com. Once again, thank you all. I love you all, to our viewers and listeners. And of course, thank you to the cast for, giving it you guys all, playing along. And yeah, you can, still check us out on other things. Like Fluffy Boy is doing the streaming. I do other streams at Basement Saurus on Twitch, and Fluffy's also on Twitch. Previous cast members being Suba_69 and Korga of Iron, also on Twitch and YouTube's. With Fluffy Boy, that's a Fluffy_boy with a 1.
I'm sorry, it's so confusing. It's a
No,
zero and an
zero.
I.
B0II.
Yeah, it's confusing. Thanks for the shout out.
That'll elite speak. And yeah. Still a shame the camera fucking died. But
Yeah.
it happens. Because technical difficulties just like to rock up, like fucking sound voice banana just being like, yeah, no, not working properly now. Fuck you.
Remember, guys, if you ever missed an episode, you've got about a whole year's worth,
Yeah.
almost a year's worth of a podcast to listen to for some more like amazing fun and adventure and us getting angry at everything and yeah, teamwork.
Hooray.
Yeah, that too.
Also that. Alright. I hope you all take care in this fucking wild world. And I hope to see you again at some point. Bye.
See you later, alligator.
Bye.